Alright, so the last video kind of cut off, so I'm going to talk about it again here. Um, Chef was played, Chef is played by Isaac Hayes, who was born on August 20th, 232nd day of the year, so 2332. Died August 10th, which it was a leap year of '08. So you got your 8. August 10th is 223rd day of the year and a leap year. So 223, 232. Chef was also, or Isaac Hayes, was into Scientology. And that's why he actually quit South Park, because they made fun of it. But let's see here. So he left South Park on March 13th, 2006. So 8 years ago. But he left because they made fun of Scientology, and he was in Scientology. But remember, March 13th here. We'll scroll back up here, if my computer will allow me to. And we'll look into Scientology a little bit more. Okay, so Chef left South Park March 13th, 2006. L. Ron Hubbard is the creator of Scientology. He was born on March 13th, 1911. So you have a 9/11 reference, and then March 13th. Maybe that's why Chef left on March 13th, to signify the birth of the leader or the founder of Scientology. That's pretty weird that he would leave on the same day that guy's born, and he left because of that. Anyway, just think about how many celebrities and whatnot are into Scientology that you hear about, and nobody really knows what it's all about, really. I mean, if you ask anybody, they just say, haha, what? Oh, Tom Cruise is dumb or whatever. South Park makes fun of it, but nobody really knows what it's about. But you read down here and you find out that L. Ron Hubbard actually was involved in occult stuff, and he actually moved in with Jack Parsons. And I remember Jack Parsons, I can't even remember, I listened to something where he did something at Area 51, like ripped a hole and brought demons up or aliens or, whatever. But anyway, that's where I heard of this guy, and I was like, oh, cool, like it's not really cool, but anyway, this guy, he moved in with him. L. Ron Hubbard, the creator of Scientology, moved in with this guy, and this guy died aged 37. And I'm not gonna, it's probably a whole nother video that I could probably make, so I have all this written down. I might just go ahead and make another video when I get the chance. I want to finish this South Park thing. But anyway, he died 37 years old. It says he led a double life, an occultist, blah, blah, blah. Follower of ceremonial magician Aleister Crowley, leader of a lodge of Crowley, all kinds of stuff. And then it says Hubbard befriended Parsons and soon became sexually involved with Parsons' 21-year-old girlfriend, Sarah Betty Northrup. And despite this, Parsons was very impressed with Hubbard and reported to Crowley that he was has red hair, green eyes, blah, blah, blah. And I think red hair, Tribe of Dan and stuff. But anyway, let's click on his girlfriend that Hubbard started doing. Oh, she died age 73. So she died age 73. Jack Parsons died age 37. It says Parsons and Hubbard collaborated on Babylon Working, a sex magic ritual intended to summon an incarnation of Babylon. Blah, blah, blah. Parsons used a magical wand to whip up a vortex of energy so the elemental would be summoned. Parsons jerked off in the name of the spiritual advancement, while Hubbard advancement whilst Hubbard is what it says. But then it says the elemental arrived a few days later in the form of Marjorie Cameron. Clicked on Marjorie Cameron. Oh, died age 73. I mean, you can't make that up. He's 37. The girlfriend that Hubbard started doing died 73. This lady, or elemental whatever, died 73. You scroll down here a little bit farther, you find the Church of Scientology says Hubbard was sent in by his fellow science fiction author Robert Heinlein. Basically, yeah, so he was sent into all this occult stuff, and by this guy, right? Robert Heinlein. You click on him. He dies May 8th, 1988. So you have 88, 73, 37. Once again, all connected. I mean, you can't make this up. I'm not trying to just find numbers. They're literally right in front of me. I'm not going through here and just saying, oh, and only looking for 88, 73. Every person I click on goes right to it. I mean, it's crazy to me. And yet people still think that I'm crazy or something. They don't believe it. I'm not even trying to like create it. It just happens right in front of me. Man, that's all I can say. Anyway, back to Southpark here. Like I said, I could make a video forever. But they go to the counselor, and he's trying to brainwash them into learning how to not say cuss words. And he tells them all these words, like instead of ass, say buns, and instead of bitch, say bick, because bick is Latin for generosity. And then he says, don't say fuck anymore. Just use the word K, right? So you got M-K. And what's he trying to do? I mean, he's trying to brainwash them, right, into not saying that. So MK Ultra, right? MK Ultra. I don't know. Maybe that's a stretch, but it's definitely MK is what the point they're trying to get across. Okay, and after Kenny dies here, they walk out of the room. They're all grounded, and there's a bench here. And look, what is this? I mean, I don't know. The movie came out in 1999. That looks like the freaking Mockingjay, doesn't it? Here's a picture of the Mockingjay from the Hunger Games. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't, I don't know. But look at this Mockingjay. It's the Mockingjay. Why is the Mockingjay in Southpark? I know that represents the revolution or whatever in the movie, or in the book. But that's just funny to me, I guess. The Mockingjay is in Southpark. Okay, so Terrence and Philip go on Conan O'Brien, and this is Brooke Shields here, and they talk about farting or whatever, and then she says, I farted on the set of Blue Lagoon once, and then they slap her or whatever. But anyway, so I looked up the Blue Lagoon, and I guess there was other films before this one. This is the one I remember. Anyway, it says the movie was based on the novel The Blue Lagoon by Henry de Vera whatever, Stusspool. And then you come here and you look. He died when he was 3 days after his 88th birthday. So the author of The Blue Lagoon died aged 88. And the film remake was made in 1980. 1980, The Blue Lagoon, if it'll load here, was published in 1908. 80 and 08, you got your mirrored image. So then Canada decides to bomb the Baldwin's residence, and Billy Baldwin answers the cell phone, and he says, no, this is Billy Baldwin. If you want Alex or whatever, you got to call whatever. And but anyway, the moral of the story is they throw that in there, Billy Baldwin, because that's the double B. BB, the 88, the 22. And it's a recurring thing in this movie. They do a Brian Boitano thing, the VChip, all kinds of stuff. I'll show you here in a second. Then you got Kyle's mom here. She's talking about after they bombed the Baldwins and all that. If it's war that they want, then it's war they should have. And then she throws up the two V's, the two victory, the two peace sign, the two fingers. The V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. The 222, the 222, which is also a 666 and a 666. And in this movie, they also they make you want to feel sorry for Satan. Like Saddam Hussein is his lover, but they make you. He wants to live up there, right? He even has a song, "If only I could live up there," whatever. You know, they make you feel sorry, like he's actually a really good guy, and he's just doing certain things because he has to or whatever, and he wants to live up there. That's all I can say. Like, you just got to watch the movie. But they make Satan look like this great person. And Saddam Hussein is his lover. And I'm going to show you Saddam Hussein here. Saddam Hussein, born April 28th, or go figure, 1937. April 28th is also the 118th day of the year, so 11/8/88. So you have an 88, and then he was born in 1937. Saddam Hussein was executed in 2006, which on December 30th this year will be 8 years ago. But on November 5th of 2006 was when he was found guilty of the crimes. And then they executed him on December 30th. But what do we got? November 5th. Remember, the 5th of November. All kinds of stuff. The time travel. Just all kinds of stuff. So he was convicted November 5th, 2006. And on December 30th, he would have been executed 8 years ago. So in order to get the kids to stop cussing, they put in a chip inside their body called the VChip. The VChip. The 22 chip. Right? It's also a 5 in Roman numerals. And when it, basically what happens is then if they cuss, it shocks them, and then they don't want to cuss anymore. And they bring out Cartman here, and I'll just play it. And they call Cartman out, and they say, "Patient B5, could you come out here, please?" So that is totally the V or whatever. So and B is 2, so it's 2 and then the 5. The VChip B5 is a 222 because, like I said, the Roman numeral for V, Roman numeral V equals a 5, so B5. So you got, and then B is the second letter, so it's actually 2-5 or whatever, 222. It's hard to explain. They do it on purpose, though. Why else would they say B5 and he's the only patient? Why wouldn't he be A1 or A2, you know? Why B5? Then they bust out in the "What Would Brian Boitano Do" song. So you got your BB, and it says, "When Brian Boitano traveled through time to the year 3010, and then it says he fought this robot or whatever with a K on it. So you got like YK. So 3010, I don't know, but a K is 11. And then it says, when Brian Boitano built the pyramids, he beat up Kublai Khan. So you got a KK reference again. So, well, K is 11. I guess it makes sense now when I'm thinking about it. K is 11, and Brian Boitano is a BB, so 88. So 88 and 11, and then 88. The robot was a K, so 88 and 11 again. So 88 11 11,